What's up, YouTube? This is your man, Tivo. Welcome to Lords of the Long Box presents the CovrPrice Top 10 for the week ending May 21st. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. So look at that. We're on time. So while you guys are congregating, I get to pick since nobody requested something. So I'm going to pick something. So forget all y'all, man.
Dealer's choice, man.
Dealer's choice.
Here we go.
All right. Well, you know what I got to do? I got to go with the Doobie Brothers.
Good call.
I'll start. 1, 2, ready.
Shout out to my man DJ Scratch Bastard and DJ Chris Carnes with the Doobie Brothers, Toronto in the house. Gabe, say what's good to the people.
What's going on, everybody? JB, is that a beer with ice in it?
No, that is a huge Jamie and ginger ale.
All right.
Oh.
If you're drinking ice in your beer, I got to leave the show. Like that.
No, that's how my wife's making them now. Jameson, Irish whiskey,
nice,
and ginger ale. And my wife's like, you go through them too fast, I'll just make them in bigger glasses.
All right. That's JB's introduction. What are you going to do? What are you going to say, man? But here's a tip, man. If you're drinking good liquor, don't put anything else in it, man. It should
well, you know, I'm not saying Jameson's great, but it's affordable is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like my favorite, one of my favorite movies is Swingers, when they're like, can I get a single malt scotch, please? any of the Glens would do. Glenn Livett, Glenn Fiddick, and everything. But that's for another show for another day, boys and girls. This show is sponsored by our friends over at CovrPrice.com for your price guides, collections, and trends. And this is your top 10 list we do every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, as well as the Shakers that we do every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific. If you're listening on podcast, say, Alexa, play Lords of the Long Box podcast on Spotify. The show is also sponsored by our good friends over at Bird City Comics. Use discount code LOTLB to get 15% off anything in the Bird City Comics store. Miss Laura couldn't be here today, but you know what? She told me, show this. And I know Gabe's excited about this.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord.
Battle Chasers number 10. This goes on sale. I think, let me make sure I don't fuck this up. I know it goes on sale this weekend. And one of them is the David Nakayama. I'm gonna tell you right now, actually, this is how we do shit live, man. So the pre-order starts, only 200 copies of the David Nakayama, and it is going on sale Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, $25 for raw, $100 for a CDC blue label, and $150 for a CDC yellow label. And also the other one on there is by Ariel Diaz. Yes. And that one actually goes on sale Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So set your alarms. Both of them are dope. The Ariel one is more closer to Joe Mad style. Right?
Here's the thing: is the Ariel one, the one on the left. This is my idea that I gave Laura for this, like way back, like a couple of months ago. They used it for this variant cover. This variant cover was my idea, and I told them, hey, the greatest Battle Chasers cover of all time is this special variant that Joe Mad did, and it's all booty. And I sent her it, and that is an homage to that very cover. So
there you go. So
awesome.
You gotta hit
beautiful. Look at that thing.
You got to hit up Laura and get some residuals. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, it's your idea.
Get some residuals. It's them for life.
All right, this is the CovrPrice Top 10, where we look at the biggest selling books of the week in terms of quantity and as well as percentage of price jump. So the over-under on Spider-Man books is, we're going to put it at 4 or 4.5? We'll do
4.
I always like to do a half, so there's no tie.
Got to do half, 3.5.
Yeah, let's do 3.5 for Spider-Man books. All right, Spider-Man related books. All right, so
over under everybody.
Yeah, over and place your bets now. So let's get started with, as always, there's always one that doesn't quite crack the top 10 but is worthy of a runner-up. What do we have for this week's runner-up?
This is a great runner-up here. This is Elvira's House of Mystery numero uno from DC Comics 1985. On May 3rd, CGC announced a private signing with Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira. If you followed our past weekly market reports, you would have known that Elvira's key issues and hard to find variants have increased in value. This is especially the case for her first comic appearance in this issue, which features a classic Brian Boland cover. Elektra, Mistress of the Dark, captured network TV viewers with a tight-fitting, low-cut, cleavage-displaying black gown and a, in quotes, Valley Girl, satirical and sarcastic tone. As the hostess of B horror movies, she dropped risque, double entendres, and joked about her cleavage on national TV. Her popularity soared in the 80s and turned her into an icon cult figure of horror. So, along with an organic growing trend of Elvira books increasing in value, this week's entry is directly influenced by that signing, inspiring fans to purchase books like this to capture her hard-to-get signature. We tracked 11 copies sold, 7-day trend of 135%, high sell of $60 for a very fine raw copy.
So I always tell the story about Stan Lee's Kamikaze. So Elvira House of Mystery #1 for raw dog for 60 bones. And that was the last show that was called Kamikaze. Remember, then it became LA Comic-Con. So I always tell the story about Stan Lee had this huge booth. And it was like, somebody explain the Metalbum. The numbers that you see are what
I was
people
just going to type it out. Yeah, everybody's playing along Metalbum. Everybody in the live chat is kind of playing along with whether or not.
Yeah, so
Go
basically
ahead.
they're saying if they have it or not. So
Yeah,
0 for
whether they have
1.
it.
So there's going to be 11 altogether. So people go as it is. But welcome to the channel, Metal Bum. So at LA Kamikaze, there was a huge booth for Elvira. I mean, gigantic. It was just gigantic. I mean, Stan Lee's booth was probably bigger, but hers was the biggest by far. And she was doing signings there, and there was all kinds of cool stuff there. But
was she taking photos?
Yeah, I mean, she's a natural redhead, by the way, if you didn't know. So she's a ginger. There you go. Elvira, House of Mystery #1. That is dope. Is that Boland? Is the same one that did the Wonder Woman cover?
Yes.
Yeah, I love his work. Yeah,
same guy that did Killing Joke.
Yeah, and that famous Wonder Woman cover where that made a statue out of. All right, so let's get to the top 10, boys and girls. What do we have for number 10?
All right, at number 10, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 60, the Natalie Fordrain Retailer Incentive 1 in 10 cover, originally published in 2023. Now, Sonic has been quietly developing a dedicated fan base for IDW in the massive shadow that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Still, Sonic has had an enjoyable run that regulars return to each month, and this month is no different, except this time, Natalie Fordrain delivered a hard-to-find incentive variant that has all the Sonic fans lining up to secure a copy. We tracked 18 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 92% with a high sale of $25 for a raw copy and a near mint fair market value of $16.
Wow, a 1 in 10 variant, which is pretty odd for 2023, right? Normally they're like, okay, back in the heyday of variants, there used to be 1 in 10s, 1 in 15s, 1 in 25. I mean, nowadays it's like 1 in 25, 1 in 50, 1 in 100,
1 in 100. Yeah,
one per store. But yeah, Sonic. Yeah, who would have thunk, man? Sonic is, they're like, you know what?
Hey, video game books are hot, man.
Yeah, I mean, people saw how well the shout out to Bird City Comics, how well the their Nintendo
homage to the Nintendo variants.
Sonic had 2 really popular movies recently as well.
Yeah. And shout out to Ant and Laura from Bird City. They were the ones that came up with the concept, the idea. Now everybody started to steal those. They won't say publicly, but I'll say publicly for them. Other retailers are stealing their Nintendo ideas. So there you go.
Yeah,
shout out to Bird City, man. All right, number 10 on the list, Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 60, the Natalie Fordrain.
Fordrain?
Just sounds right to me. Wrong. 1 in 10 variant. For raw dog for 25 bones, 7-day trend at 92%, meaning it was dirt cheap. All right, here's one that's I'm shocked that it's still on this list because I thought people were priced out of it. What do you have for number 9?
All right, number 9 is gonna be rough, so bear with me. Star Wars, the good old Otto, Heir to the Empire.
Shout out to Otto from 3 Man in the Basement.
Dark Horse 1995. This book marks the debut of Vice Admiral Thrawn, the heir apparent to the Empire, along with several others, including Mara Jade. Well, I guess this would be Mara Jade, wife to Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, Mara Jade. Yeah.
Yeah, it says Jade on here, but it's all good. Okay. Joris Kaboth.
Sure.
A clone of Palpatine. Somehow that guy returned, as well as Gilead Palion.
Fucking Star Wars
a commander under the Guard Admiral. This book has been on a tear since fans caught a glimpse of Thrawn in the Ahsoka trailer. It will likely continue to do so as the hype for the character is unreal. Pair hype with delivery and you got a hot book. We've tracked 15 copies sold, 7-day trend of 122%, high sell of $1,130 for a CGC 9.8 copy, and raw near mint for the fair market value is about 115.
Yeah, good luck finding these now, man. Luckily, I bought mine like way before when we part of our long-term spec list of Mikey Sutton that I was not specking on Thrawn. I was specking on Mara Jade, but it doesn't matter as long as you got the right book, right? And I have a 9.8. I actually have the entire series. I think it's like 5 or 6 issues or something like that. Yeah. So obviously based on the novel. Yeah, I saw. I just matter of fact, I just saw it right now, so I might show it off again. All right, number 9 list: Star Wars: Heir to the Empire. Shout out to Otto. Wasn't that was a trivia question, huh? Which Lords
Yes,
member
it was.
said "Heir to the Empire"? And sure enough, you guys do, man. Shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome, man. So let's get to number 8. Ooh, another one of my favorites.
All right, coming up at number 8, we've got Ghost Rider issue number 28. Originally published in 1992. Now, this book hasn't moved much, and for a good reason. Speculation is rampant that up-and-comer Mia Goth is set to play Lilith in the upcoming Blade movie. While Blade is currently in production hell, that hasn't stopped fans from picking up the first appearance of Lilith before any more information could come out. And we tracked 22 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 101%, had a high sale of $115 for a CGC 9.8, and a new raw near mint fair market value of $17.
I'm telling you, I gotta unbag all of mine, and I haven't done it.
I'm out of the
Ghost Rider number 28. I have 10 copies actually.
Was this a pandemic book? Like, 'cause this used to be like a quarter bin, dollar bin book forever.
No, what happened was all the Midnight Suns stuff that came out, the game, and then eventually people were like, read the tea leaves, it's probably going to be developed. And then you had obviously with WandaVision and the Darkhold and all those things. I think you had a good chance of seeing some of these characters or Lilith in the Agatha Coven of Chaos, because it's dealing with kind of it's interesting if you watch Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, and for all those who said like Phase 5 sucks, no, Into the Multiverse of Madness was dope. Shang-Chi was dope, and I still like Eternals. So you know what I meant, Ghost, Black Widow, it's all right, but what are you gonna watch? Law and Order, like I always say. So number 8 on the list is Ghost Rider number 28. Remember, remove them from the bags, because they can be damaged. Just because they're bagged doesn't mean they're in great shape. You know what I mean? So,
know what, TiVo, shout out to this fantastic crowd we've got. If you guys are enjoying the show, please take a moment and hit the thumbs up. It is free, and we really do appreciate it.
Yeah. And also, we're about 150 subs away from 9,000. Let's make it happen, guys. Come on. We've been slowly trudging along. We're at 7,846. Let's get to 9,000 subs before. Oh, 9, shit. I meant 8,000. My bad. I meant 8,000 subs.
8,000 subs
before summer. Come on. You guys can do it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, man. Because guess what? If you subscribe and you leave a comment, you can win some cool shit. And I'm going to show you at the end of the show what cool shit you're going to get. So that's it. Number 8 on the list is Ghost Rider number 28 from 1982. 9.8 for 115 bones. Wow, I got a great mind. All right, what do we got up next? Still no Spider-Man books, and we had them at what, 3.5? So
3.5. Yeah, this is not looking good for the over.
Number 7 this week is Ambassadors number 1, the Frank Quietly cover from Image Comics 2023. Together, we watched this book rise from an outlier to a top 10 list mainstay, with the numbers to back it up. Highly touted, most smirked when reading the solicitations. We've all heard it before. The most ambitious comic book of all time. It screams, buy me now. Yet the community has grown tired of gimmick books that don't deliver. This book has challenged that sentiment, as it came out swinging with great art and a story that resonated with fans. It's climbed in sales volume and price, although it's still very reasonable. We've tracked 17 copies sold. The 7-day trend, 145%, with a high sale of $22 for a raw copy. And fair market value for near mint is $19.
Yeah, so I'm a big Mark Miller fan. So it's not Millard, it's Miller. And so as you guys know, he has a first look deal with Netflix. So any comic that he creates, Netflix has the option to make it. That could be a good sign or a bad sign, the way that they cancel stuff all the time, right? I mean, Jupiter's Legacy, for those who hate it, it's a slow burn, but it pays off, and I'm sad that I didn't get season 2. And then they did an animated version of Super Crooks, which is dope. And I do believe Nemesis is going to be the next one on Netflix, but I don't know, man. Something about they don't Netflix, man, they give a season and then they cancel it. For some reason, they don't like fantasy shows. Like all the cool fantasy shows, they just don't do it. Like, give me more Warrior Nun. I mean, that was dope. I mean, they canceled that. I mean, but they seem to be sticking with sci-fi more. Speaking of which, things that TiVo watches you should check out.
Bing, bing, bingo card. Take a shot.
Sponsored by nobody quite yet. First of all, Ambassadors #1 coming in #7 is a Korean show on Netflix called The Black Knight. And it is really good. Takes place in a future where everything, the world is all messed up, but there's some really good action in it. And for those who don't read subtitles, you can turn on the audio dub. The audio dub isn't so bad. So if you're not into reading subtitles, but peep it out. There's a lot of stuff on Netflix. But Black Knight is pretty cool. Hopefully they get a season 2. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Seems to be a lot of Korea is coming out with some really, really cool stuff, right? I mean, from Squid Game. Did I say that? Is it Squid Game?
Squid Game. Yeah. Squid Game.
Yeah. And then there was also one, Hellbound, which is really good. Yo, that is a crazy ass show. You need to check out Hellbound. And then there's another one right now that's action, kind of a spy thing going on. But yeah, #7 on the list is Ambassadors #7. Or excuse me, Ambassadors #1 coming in #7. All right, what do we have at #6?
Oh, here we okay. We actually do got a Spider. God, this book looks familiar. What is this? All right. Next up, we've got Spider-Man issue #7, the Humberto Ramos second print Virgin 1 in 25. Just came out. Now, those who missed the first release would not be denied again. Once word got out that the new character Spider-Boy would grace the super secret cover of the first print, the scramble to secure a copy was insane. Many collectors breathed a sigh of relief when it was announced that a second print would be released, including a version 1 in 25. It's still a challenging book to get your hands on, but being one that so many people want a piece of helps the odds for collectors as LCSs opted to order more. That led us to track 29 copies sold, a 7-day trend of 86%, with a high sale of $160 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a raw near mint fair market value of $51, quickly catching up to the first print.
Yeah, man. So who pointed out to me? I think it was our friend Matrix Comics. I think it was Matrix Comics or Mechanics. I'm pretty sure it was Matrix Comics. First of all, Spider-Man #7, Humberto Ramos, second print version 1 in 25. He said he showed me a copy of an upcoming book called, and it's a first appearance of Venom Boy. So take it for what it is, man. So if they see something popular, they're gonna make it happen. So if you like Spider Boy, then you should probably get Venom Boy coming out. Shout out to Matrix Comics who sent that to me on Instagram. So #7 on the list is Spider-Man. #6 on the list. God damn, the numbers throw me off, especially when they're like this. #6 on the list is Spider-Man #7, the second print virgin variant from Humberto Ramos. Halfway there, boys and girls. Here's one of our favorites.
Oh yeah, here's a great one. Silk #1. This is the David Nakayama 1 in 25. David Nakayama strikes again. We've been talking him up today a lot. He has a habit of delivering epic covers featuring bombshell characters of the industry. The aftermarket and community love them and often trigger a run on them soon as they hit the shelves. We often see a drop-off once the biggest Nakayama fans get their hands on a copy, but not this time. This book has only accelerated, with prices rising by the day and fewer copies being available, lending us to track 15 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 185%, with a high sale of $150 for a raw copy, and near mint fair market value is $95.
Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. And if you like gorgeous covers, make sure you hit up Bird City Comics because they're going to drop this Nakayama variant, Battle Chasers #10, as well as the Ariel Diaz one Friday and Saturday. For Friday is Ariel Diaz, Saturday is the David Nakayama. And of course, use discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off. And I'll be giving away some copies of this as well, but as soon as they mail them to me. So speaking of which, from today on is going to be all new sets of giveaways because I need to give away all the stuff from the last 2 weeks or so. So the ones that we've been showing, let's see what else there is. This is going to be like when we do the giveaway today, you're going to get probably this guy,
Oh, there we go.
Draculina, and this,
Yeah.
this. So, I don't want to, take forever. So I got to mail these books out, and I'm going to show you what I got because I just went through them. And you're going to get the previous winners. I know I've been late on it, but you're going to get about 9 variants. Okay.
We want posts on Instagram. So
Yeah, man, you're gonna get 9 variants from for just being, following us, and make sure you're subscribed to us. And make sure you follow Bird City Comics. Sign up, put the thing in there, JB, for the sign up. You can sign up and get notifications as soon as they go live or about to get sell. So this way you have no excuse, right? I mean,
so the Dave Nakayama Battle Chasers is already up on Bird City.
Yeah, for pre-order.
No, yeah, for pre-order, right?
Yeah. But I thought it dropped on. Let me look, because I'm on Bird City.
It dropped this past Sunday.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me follow that.
Yeah. If you want a text alert to when Bird City exclusives drop, text the word exclusive to 833-550-0802.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. So the Nakayama one was pre-order of only 200 copy, goes live Sunday, May 21st. So if you want a chance to get it, the Ariel Diaz one drops Friday, May 26th. Okay.
No, Frank, they probably don't. That's good though.
All right. Number 5 on the list is Silk #1, the David Nakayama 1 in 25 variant. What do we have for number 4?
Oh, wait a minute. What was our over-under on Spider-Man? We got
3.5.
one here. Number 2 on the list. Well, not the second Spider-Man on the list. At number 4, we've got Spider-Man issue number 7, the Mark Bagley regular cover. Now, the release of the second print has pushed the first print and more readily available cover back up this list. Dan Slott stated that Spider-Boy is a mainstream universe character that has direct connections with Spider-Man's past and backstory, and that he's going to be getting his own stories. What better way to hype up a new character than by tying him to one of the largest fan bases in existence, while also promising to introduce all new stories to enjoy? Dan Slott, you devious fella. You got the community in quite a stir. This week, we tracked 34 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 95%, with a high sale of $103 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a raw near mint fair market value of $20.
Now, do we know who Spider-Boy is yet? Is it Peter Ross? Is that who it is? Or is it somebody else? I'm trying to look here. Hold on. What was his first appearance? No, Marvel vs. DC 1996.
The chat will help us. We got 139 in the chat. Someone in there is going to drop them information while you're dropping that thumbs up on the video.
Let me drop this link here, man. This would be a great spec book because from what I found, this is the first time Spider-Boy appeared. And it's some dude named Peter Ross.
That is not this one, though.
I know, but people, hey, like I said, some people are going to be like Spider-Boy. Well, let me get the first Spider-Boy, So, so there it is. There's a dude named Peter Ross that was Spider-Boy way back in 1996 when there was a Marvel vs. DC #3. He was unnamed. Then he appeared in Spider-Boy #1 in 1996, which was
the amalgam.
Yeah, it was an amalgam. It was an amalgam book. So there you go, man. So just giving you a heads up. All right, number 4 on the list, Spider-Man #7. What do we have for number 3? Oh, another one. How many is that? That's 3, right?
That's the third one.
3.5 is over under.
Number 3 is for the number 3 on the list is Spider-Man 2 #1. So many numbers. This is the Gamerverse prequel. This is the promo from 2023. Fans of the first Spider-Man game on PS4 were ecstatic to find out there would be a sequel. That sequel is almost upon us, set to debut this fall. That will be 5 long years between the mainline Spidey titles, with many fans wondering what Spider-Man and Miles were up to. Sony partnered with Marvel to attempt to answer that question, which led many fans to rush to pick up a copy. A rush because this book was marketed as a promotional piece for the game and not a freebie for Free Comic Book Day, and was snagged up quickly. It quickly became scarce, but comic collectors shall not be denied. We've tracked 44 copies sold, a 7-day trend of 81%, high sells $25 for a raw copy, and the fair market value for near mint is $12.
Not bad at all. So I went into first of all, Spider-Man number 1, the Gamerverse prequel promo from 2023. I went down the rabbit hole of watching video game cinematic clips, and people put them together and they're like a regular movie. And I was watching a lot of scenes from the new what is that? What's the new fighting game?
The Jedi one?
No. The not Street Fighter, the other one, Mortal Kombat, and it is bonkers. I was watching the cinematic cutscenes for it. The Last Jedi also has some great cinematic cutscenes, and then I went down the rabbit hole of StarCraft cinematic cutscenes. It's StarCraft 2, I believe. It came out in 2022. I was a huge real-time strategy gamer, but nowadays it's hard to find real-time strategy games. Also, Warhammer 40K, the cutscenes on that is pretty dope as well, man. You can just sit on YouTube and watch those for a good 3 hours straight while you're working. Piece of work. All right, what do you have for number 2? So right now we're at 1, 2, 3. All right, what do we have for number 2? 3.5 is over on the Spider-Man. Oh,
not a Spider-Man book. All right. Well, at number 2, we've got Captain America issue 310, originally published in 1985, the direct edition, by the way. While the price for this book was pocket change for many, that is changing quickly. This book is smack dab in the middle of the speculation hype train. It features the first appearance of Diamondback and the Serpent Society, comprised of Cottonmouth, Bushmaster II, Asp, Black Mamba, Sidewinder, Constrictor, Cobra, Rattler, and Anaconda. Quite a team, to be fair, and one that has been rumored to appear in the upcoming Captain America New World Order. Now, these rumors were nothing but smoldering embers until it was announced that wrestler Seth Rollins has been cast as a member of the Serpent Society. Well, we still got a ways to go before the film drops, but that never stops collectors from collecting. And this week we tracked 13 copies sold at a 7-day trend of 467%, with a high sale of $30 for a raw copy and a new fine fair market value of $7.
So literally, this is like a 50-cent book or something, right?
It was
this is a $467%. Yeah, so Serpent Society, that rumor had been around for a while, so now we finally have it. So it'd be interesting what they use as costumes, right? Because a lot of times comic accurate costumes don't really translate well to the big screen, to say the least. You know what I mean? So maybe if you just look at some of the Serpent Society, they look kind of nuts. But anyway, good luck finding this now. That it came out. I guarantee you, like my LCS, it's already been poached. So number 2 on the list is Captain America number 310. All right, 3.5 is over under on Spider-Man books, and we have 3 so far. What's the last book? Oh, it's the over.
All right. Look at that. So number 1 is Spider-Man number 7. This is the Humberto Ramos top secret spoiler variant. Well, here we go again, everybody. This book dominated a top 10 list, specifically our number 1 spot for weeks. It slipped ever so slightly last week before regaining that top spot again this week. It helped the second print. The Virgin variant was released and got fans to look towards the original release. What is it about Spider-Boy that has the community so enthralled? A lot of things, from the costume to how he was introduced, even his name and subset of powers have all been scrutinized and hyped up. However, Spider-Boy is still in his infancy as a character and has a lot of room to grow. Some look at him as someone to hang their hats on regarding the future, while others consider him a neat gimmick that will fade into the background. With market domination like this, it's hard to envision the latter. Don't you think he's here to stay, or do you think it's just another fad? Let us know on social media. Anyways, we tracked 122 copies sold, 7-day trend of 97%, a high sell of $140 for a CGC 9.8, and near mint fair market value is at $46.
Call me crazy, but I think this book has potential to be the next Miles book, right?
I guess.
I mean, we'll see with time. I mean, it took a
Miles
minute
wasn't a Miles book until
I'm dumbfounded though. This just it won't go away. This is week after
Yeah.
week after week. I mean, when is a fad not a fad anymore? I
No,
see the
yeah.
word fad coming up in the chat. And by the way, we are asking, this is kind of the poll question of the week. On social media, go and tag at CovrPrice with your answer to this question. Is Spider-Boy for real? Is this a fad or is this an investment?
Yeah, I mean, well, sales and reprints tell me that it's not going away. I mean, Spider Girl, they changed, eventually she had different names and everything, but this could be a Miles book. I'm not saying and quite in sales, but Miles was so popular that they took that when the Ultimate Universe died off, they brought him into the 616. So we'll see, man. I mean, if Sony has the rights to it, so if Sony does I can see Sony doing an animated Spider-Boy movie or show or something like that. But it's like I always say, man, first appearances in Batman and Spider-Man always just rocket. They always go up. So
I don't like any of these modern first appearances. I'm just gonna stick to the Silver and Bronze Age. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, you come on, Heir to the Empire. Well, Heir to the Empire is not. Yeah, it is modern, but I mean, if you look at the Ultimate Fallout #4. Look at the first appearance of what's her name, Spider-Gwen. What's she called now? Ghost Spider or whatever. I mean, those are all modern books that are hitting 9.8s are hitting over $1,000. And if you get the variants, especially for Spider-Gwen, that Greg Land 1 in 25, that thing is really up there in price. So,
all right, when did that come out? When did Miles come out?
2011, something like that. It was a while ago. I mean, there was a lot of people complaining about it because they're like, why are you making Spider-Man black? And I was like, and people who read comics were like saying, dude, this is a separate universe. This is a separate character. Spider-Man died in the Ultimate Universe, and then he gave the mantle. But the new animated movie is supposedly a whole bunch of new Spider-Man. So can watch as soon as you get more details. We already know Spider-Man India is coming, Spider-Punk. Obviously, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Gwen. So all those Spider books, man, got a good chance. But there you go, man. So drop the link.
But are they the long-term investment? Are they the long-term investment? The modern Spider title?
I think so. I think Spider-Man characters have longevity. I mean,
all right. You know what? I agree with you. Everybody, go buy the modern stuff so I can get my 129. Because right now I can't afford to get a 129. I'm trying to get some old school.
Everything is pricey
out of
nowadays,
my range.
So, yeah. All right. So we're gonna give away stuff for.
Want me to drop the link again? Do you want to give him one last chance?
Sure. Give him one last chance. And
I'm going to drop the link for the live chat. We've had the most amazing live chat tonight. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and go ahead and comment on last Thursday's show. We're going to use that show. We're going to use the comment picker on last Thursday's show. Right now, we've got 43 comments. TiVo is going to play a little musical interlude to give you about.
let's do
All right,
the do.
let's do it. Let's do it. We had 43 comments before the musical interlude. Let's see if any of you took advantage. Get in on this giveaway. Somebody is going to be receiving some comic books. 55
All right.
comments. Man, the live chat has been on fire today, right? Man, that's one of the best live chats we've had in a long time. Shout out to everybody in the live chat tonight. Good luck to everybody who entered. And remember, comment your favorite cover on this video when it ends, if you're watching on the rewind, to be entered into Thursday's Shakers giveaway. And the winner tonight is
Real
fake comics with the
All right.
comment that Scud cover is pretty sweet. Congratulations, Real Fake Comics. Reach out to TiVo to claim your prize.
Yeah, this is going to be for the next batch of books. For all the winners from the previous weeks, let me go full screen for you.
Full screen it. Show off the
show
haul.
This is what you're going to, combination of these books. This is that Cami variant. You're going to get a signed copy of 8 Billion Genies by Tony Fleece. Tony Fleece. If you want me to sign it, I'll sign the back of it if you want. This is another 8 Billion Genies. This one is dope. The Nintendo variant. This one is fun. Bird City Comics presents Something Epic. Look at that little Looney Tunes homage. Venom, the Lethal Protector. This is the Del Otto variant. This was 270 out of 750. You're gonna get this Bad Girl was Good Boy. A combination of these because I don't have 10 copies of each. So you're gonna get, it's free. So you're gonna get some cool shit. Dead Romans, that's dope. This cool Archie homage, which they did here, which is fun, and some cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book. Look at that, and that, and this is one of my favorites. This is Ant's idea. He made a 3D comic for Something Epic. It even comes with the 3D glasses on the back of it. So
cool.
Yeah. So for all those waiting, I'm going to try to ship these out. You're probably going to get a mix of each, and I'm going to give away however fit in a Gemini mailer, which is what, 6-7 books maybe.
And it depends how thick they are,
Yeah, well, these are all regular, so I'm going to try to fit as many as I can in there for the people who won today. This is going to be for the next round of variants, but they don't, I don't get them in hand for another 2 or 3 weeks. So, I gotta take care of all the other people first. But make sure you're subscribed and following Bird City Comics. Subscribe to Lords of Longbox for right now. It's 7,846. Come on, get us to 8,000. We're like 154 away, so we can give away even more stuff. And the giveaway for 8,000 subs, Gabe and JB don't know it, but they're also going to be donating some books too. If you get us to 8,000 subs,
got a ton of books. Well,
I'll give you a slab or something, man. So, Gabe, any last words?
Thanks a lot, everybody, for showing up. See everybody Thursday. Have a good night.
Shout out to Mo Mellow Leather. Good luck, everyone. The Lord's always delivers. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Mo Mellow Leather. JB, any last words?
Yeah, quick shout out to Aegis Comics of Alaska for this t-shirt and extra large cover price. I'm still waiting for mine. But yeah, they just celebrated, I think, their 4-year anniversary, 3 or 4 year anniversary in business. And shout out to them. They're fantastic. If you're not following them, please do. And man, awesome crowd tonight. You guys were awesome. Make sure you're hitting the thumbs up if you have not already. And remember, we're going to be on Thursday for the Shakers list. And if you want to be entered into the Thursday giveaway, make sure you comment on this video when it ends what your favorite cover was or any comment whatsoever. Thanks for joining us. We really do appreciate you. And as always, don't forget, we had a great fucking time tonight, right? Come on, right? Come on.
Laura will be back with us regular crew. So we'll have full lords and ladies of the long box. For Gabe, JB, and Laura from Bird City Comics and Matt at CovrPrice.com, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
Oh my God.
Hold on and get some, boys.
the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is In this, you shall know that the Lord is
Go on and get some, boys.
Heck, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is
What's in the box?